What it do, what it do. It's Royalty Customs, and we are back with another video. So, in this video, I'm going to show y'all how to make a trap house for y'allself in your city. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I picked this one, let me zoom out a little bit. The reason why I picked this one, let me show y'all. For all y'all criminals and y'all thugs and shit, you know, I picked this one because we gonna make a door in the back. So if the police, try to come and, try to get y'all shit, y'all can run out the back and be gone. You know? Y'all can thank me later for that. But basically basically we gonna turn this right here into a trap house. So, not too much talking. If you're new here, what's up? If you back, what's going on, fam? What is going on? So let's get right into it. So we're back here. The first thing, like I said in the first MLO video that I made, the one from scratch, which I'm probably gonna be redoing, to make it kind of better for y'all, but as a stepping stone. Get your files together in order. I have an MLO creation folder, and then inside here I got some other stuff completed under construction, props, whatever. So these are some folders that I have made. You don't have to make every single one, but I will say that just you need to make sure you have your stuff separated. A blender saves, so if you want to stop and come back to it, exports once you start exporting your buildings out and stuff like that, the stream files. You want to make sure all this stuff is in order. Then I'm gonna make a folder in oops I'm gonna make a folder in here. I'm gonna call it Grove Trap because that's what we making a trap house right now. So I'm just gonna copy this and just go ahead and just paste it before I put anything in it. Just in case. I probably won't use all these because I've been doing this for a minute, so I kind of like have a way of doing things now. Now that I got stuff down, I am gonna put some in here though, because I like to use that one. All right, so now we got all of our folders set up. We're ready to go. I'm gonna be showing y'all, some tips to make your creation process faster and smoother, so you're not going back and forth, or scrolling trying to look for paths and stuff in your folders. But we're gonna get into all of that once we get into it. You will be needing Cold Walker, right? And you're going to be needing Blender, okay? And obviously a FiveM server. So if you've been watching my channel, obviously you know you're going to need that. For Blender, I am using Blender 4.1, okay? I was using the newer Blender, but when I was learning, I had to downgrade and go to the version that the person was using that I learned this from, okay? So I mean, you can do it, but I promise you, you're going to come right back and get this 4.1 from watching this video. Okay. So we're going to hop into Code Walker, open it up, get it ready. Pause the video if you need to, because Code Walker might take a minute to open up because it loads up. I will tell you to make sure that you have enable mods and enable DLC to get the latest DLC packs from the game. So you have, you know what I'm saying? Don't mind this because I'm making a custom MLO for somebody. I'm putting it right here. So we are gonna go. Hold on a second. This shit going slow as fuck. Hold up. Let me zoom out. So in Cold Walker, if you don't know, if you zoom out, like you scroll real, you can go faster. But to slow yourself down, you gotta scroll in and then you can move slow. But no, we not moving that slow, not yet. So I'm gonna go over to where we going over here, right? Because we're making this we're doing this one right here. It's gonna look different in Coldwalker from my server because I have a graphics pack that adds like all those nice trees and stuff, so it's not gonna look like that in here. So don't be like, well, they didn't look like. No, you're good. Okay, so this is what we get right here, right? So another thing, make sure you're up here at the top, make sure that your mouse select checkbox is checked. You need that checked, right? You can press this to open this up, all the good stuff. So we're going to leave it right here because we need it on this. To get this tab bar up here, you just tap T. You know what I'm saying? And it opens up. So, we got everything. I'm not going to be doing too much on, like I said before, I'm not going to be doing too much on how to use these softwares because there are tons and tons of tutorials on YouTube. Just go check them out. All right. So first we got to find, grab the building. That's the first thing. We need to make sure that we grab the right building so we can get that. So those are decals. We don't need that. We need, sometimes you just got to play with it. It might be this one. Decals. No, but it is gonna be this one over here because the decals are over here. Okay. So no, not that one. We gonna find it. We gonna find it. Is it this one? Sometimes you gotta, no, it's not that one. Hold on. Let me move over here. Sorry about the lag a little bit, cause where is this house? These are like all decals and stuff. Hold up. We gonna find, oh, I think I got it. It might be this one. I think it is. Okay, we found it. So it's this right here, right? So after you find the building that you know that's the one, right? So we got this. This is what we need. So we're going to highlight this. We're going to copy that. You can go here and open up RPF Explorer. But what I do is, because with Coldwalker, you can right click and you can open up these separately. So I have Coldwalker open right now, and then I have RPF opened up separately because I want to be able to move this, drag it, and it's just easier than using like RPF right in Coldwalker. So then you're gonna go. Let me kind of like go back a little bit so y'all can see. So this is when you open up RPF Explorer, you're going to see this. You're going to want to make a mods folder if you don't already have one. So I got my mods folder, and then I made another folder, MLOs. And then I made, before I started the video, I made a folder for Grove Street, well, Grove Trap, right? So I got this, right? So we copied that. We're going to go up here. We're going to right click. We're going to paste it. And then we are going to search it. So we got two of these. Um, I'm going to take this one right here. So, um, so you have this. So we can double click on it, open it, make sure. Yeah, this is the one because we're doing this house right here. So this is it right here, right? So we're going to right click. Hold on, before we do that, this is an easy way so you don't have to search things. So I have my XMLs right here, right? I'm going to copy this path, and then I'm going to go back here. And then when I export this out, let me move this up because it went to my other screen. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to Control V. Make sure you press enter, and it's going to go right to the folder, so I don't have to go through 5 folders to get to where I'm going. And then you select folder. So now, see, now it's in there, right? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to double click on it again. We're going to open this up. We're going to go to materials and we are going to save all textures. And we're just going to go ahead and save it in this same folder just to make it easier. I have a textures folder, but it's easier to just keep the building and the textures together because sometimes some of the stuff is embedded and it'll automatically put it on there when you open up in Blender instead of having to find them. So for right now, we're done with RPF. So I would just minimize it. I wouldn't close it. So you got all your stuff here, right? Let me move this out the way. So the next thing we're going to just go ahead and get, since we're already in here, is the collisions, because we are going to need the collisions. So just find collisions, right? So here they are. Let me go down here so I can be like right here. And then I just normally just click. So that's 21 just to make sure, like, okay, so this is the collision file that we need to search. So we're going to copy that. We're going to open up our RPF Explorer again. We're going to Control V or right click paste, search. So now we got these. So I'm going to use these ones. I'm going to use these ones down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to, let me put this back. Let me put this back up here. Hide this. We're going to right click, export, and we're just going to export it in the XMLs again. And it's already in here, so I can just hit save because I know it's in there. And then we're going to do the same thing with the high too. We're going to get the high, export, put it in the Grow Trap XMLs. Okay. Now we're done with RPF Explorer. My bad. And we're actually done with Code Walker as well. So now go ahead and open up your Blender and I'll meet you over there. We are now in Blender. Okay, so when you first open up Blender, there's gonna be a square that pops up, which you guys are gonna know. So to just easy get this stuff off, you're gonna hit A. Oh shit, you're gonna hit A, and then the delete button. Easy 1, 2, 3. Another thing you are going to need, so, and I should have mentioned this at the beginning, so my apologies. So you can just pause so you can grab it. You're going to need Solemn's tools, which if you've watched my other videos, you probably already have it. I have Solemn's 2. Hold up. I have Solemn's. Okay, yeah, I got Solemn's 2.42. Okay. Again, I'd advise to get to 2.42 for the Solemns and 4.1 for Blender. Okay. So we're gonna export our files in. So we are going to do the building. We're gonna do the building first. So I'm gonna grab that address really quick. So you know I ain't gotta search for nothing. Let me just I shouldn't have to, but copy and paste. If you have the Solemn's plugin tool, you can hold V down and then go to import. Go up here, Control V, your bot. So you have him. We are going to be just doing, that's a collision. YBN is collision, and then we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing the YDR. So we're going to click on this, right? We are not going to move anything right now because we're messing the button, but after we're done and we export it out, we can like turn the building and stuff. All right, so you can see none of the textures or nothing came in. So what we're going to do is we are going to hold V again. We're going to go up to find missing textures. We're going to paste that path in, and we're just going to hit find missing files. And this is another reason why I said put everything in the same file, because it's easy. It's just easy and fast. We got everything in here. So then these little circles you see and the lines you want to get rid of, come up here to this right here. We're going to drop down. So you have extras and relationship lines. Sometimes you need to cut off both. So like relationship lines that only got rid of the line. For the extra, for the other part, just hit extras and now you're in action, right? Okay. So now we're going to edit the building uh to our liking, right? So this is a trap house, so I'm not gonna do any windows in this one. I'll do another MLO for windows, but since this is a trap house, I wanted to make this, kind of easy and quick so you guys can, practice and make your stuff. So we're not doing any windows, but I am gonna be we're gonna open up I think I'm just gonna do the 2 doors. I'm not gonna do this side door because I'm gonna do the 2, so then you'll get it, right? So I am gonna go into I'm gonna click on the object. I'm gonna open up edit mode, right? I'm gonna put it on faces. So now I got the faces. I'm gonna hover over this front door. I'm gonna hit L, the letter L on the keyboard. I'm gonna hit the letter X on the keyboard, go up to faces. So now I have an opening for the door, right? Okay. And then another thing that I do in Blender, to make it easier to move around, but this is actually moving around pretty easy, so I won't show y'all yet. I'll show y'all when it gets to a spot where it starts acting funny. So now we're on the back door. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to hover over the door faces. We're going to hit L. They're going to light up. I'm going to hit X, faces. Okay? So we got our door openings, right? And that's really honestly the only thing that we have to do with this one, because we're not doing any windows and we're not doing anything else, right? Okay? So that's good. Again, do not move the building. Don't straighten it up yet. Nothing. None of that, right? So then we're going to go to object mode, because now we're going to export this out. So now since we're going to be, sorry, my thing gets big because the screen does that. So now we're going to go to our Blender exports, go to the Grove trap, right? We're going to copy this address. Okay. I'm going to close that down, right? I'm going in Blender. I'm going to hold the V. We're going to hit export code walker. We're going to go up to the top, Control V, enter. So this is the Blender exports thing, the folder, right? The path, right? So I'm going to just export that out, right? So that's good. Okay. So the next thing that we are going to do is actually we're going to turn on our relationship lines back on. And I'm going to tell you why, cuz we're going to need them. Next, we're going to import the collisions so we can open up those doors and those spots for the inside, so you can be able to walk in and out, right? So we're going to hold down V. We're going to go to import, right? So we're going to import these 2. So I'm going to double click that, right? And then I'm going to go and then I'm going to double click the other YBN. The YBN files, not the YDR. And then I'm going to use this little hand over here. Oh shit. See, this is what sometimes Blender starts acting crazy. So like if you scroll in, you're not going to be able to go all the way in. So I'm going to show you. So you go up to view, go down to navigation, go all the way down to walk navigation. And now it's going to move like if you were in GTA, right? So your mouse is your camera, and then you're going to use your WASD, and it's going really slow to to um to make it quicker. The plus button on your numpad will get you in. Will get you. Oh shit, where's it at? Will get you in quicker, right? So now I'm moving faster. So I'm gonna get over here, right? Because this is what we need, right? I'm gonna turn off these relationship lines, and so this right here we need to get rid of because the door is right here. Y'all remember we got rid of the door, so I clicked on that. I'm gonna hit X, delete, right? So now, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit. You can you'll be able to get through the door. I'm actually cuz oh no, it's okay because there'll be a collision on the whatchamacallit, on the interior, so we don't have to worry about that. Then we're going to turn and we're going to get to the back, right? Cuz we need to open up this door. We need to open up this back here. So, it's looking like actually no. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. We're going to put that back. But the thing is, I don't think that I can delete. Yeah, that's one whole thing. And that's not, yeah, so we have to delete. It's okay because the interior will have a collision. So we're going to get rid of that again. Don't mind me. I just be liking to make sure shit's right. And we're going to be getting rid of this whole back wall right here. But again, it's okay because the interior is going to have the collision. So you won't don't worry about it. So now that we have opened up everything for the collisions, now we can export those out now, right? So this one is the house. So that's not the one that's not the one. We're going to right click. Oh, you know what? So we're going to right click, select hierarchy, V, export. Go up here, make sure that you're in the right path, right? This is the Blender exports, right? I'm gonna re-export out the building too, because I don't think I did select hierarchy. We're gonna do select hierarchy on this one, which we actually didn't need to fix that, but it's okay. We're still gonna keep it in. We still keeping this. So V, export this. And I'm actually gonna select hierarchy for the house, and I'm gonna re-export the house out. Okay. So right now you have opened up the door for your building, and you have opened up the collisions to be able to walk in on your building. Okay? So that's where we are right now. Next step, we are going to start building the interior. This is going to be really easy. You know, once y'all see this is going to be real easy, right? So get ready, get your snacks, and I'm going to meet you back at the building. And we are back, still in Blender, and we're back over by the regular building. Okay. So now that we have exported the building, like we're done with it. We're not doing any other changes. Now we can turn the building to align it to make it easier for when you are trying to make straight lines and this and that. Because right now, if I was to shift A and bring in something right now, um trying to move this around and get it to where I want is just like this. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me, right? So we're actually going to move this to where it's like lined up with the X and Y, right? And you only do this after you exported your building out, after you're done opening up the doors and the windows. Do not do this before, or you gonna have to place this in Code Walker all over again. And you don't want to do that because it ain't gonna line up right. It's gonna take you forever. So now we can go ahead and straighten. I think that's pretty straight. I ain't about to lie. Right? And then I'm just gonna pull it. I'm just gonna pull it up because everything is okay. So this is pretty straight. Now we can work with this, right? Oh shit. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use navigation. I already know. So next, unclick off of that. We're gonna shift A, bring in the cube, right? I'm gonna pull it back so I can see all the lines and stuff. And I'm gonna bring this bad boy, like, we're gonna bring this bad boy in here. And now we're just gonna start, oh shit. We're gonna start getting it together. So I'm gonna do walk navigation so I can get inside here, and it's going way too fast. Okay. Fuck. Hold on. Let me I gotta get the speed down on this, cause okay, so now that I got myself together, right? I'm gonna line this up with the door like that. Right? I'm gonna go into edit mode, click off. I'm gonna make sure faces is select. I'm gonna click this top face right here, right? Make sure the thing is up. I'm going to hit G on the keyboard and then hit Z on the keyboard and just slightly move this up past the door, right? I might move it up a little bit more like that. Okay. I'm gonna click this one, and you don't have to hit the keyboard. You can just move this, but I like just using shortcuts. And I'm not going all the way to that window. So I want to bring this back. Put that right there. And then I'm gonna move this. My keyboard was stopping my mouth. Oh, it didn't even It looked like it's gonna touch it, but it ain't even gonna touch it. Bam. That I ain't about to lie. That's actually looking pretty good. So I'm just going to. Is that at the? Okay. So I'm gonna move this because it's not at like the bottom of the door. So there goes that. Now I'm gonna pull this out. This we're not gonna make this like too big, but it's gonna be a little dip off spot or somewhere you can. Oh, I do gotta get to the back door. I'm tripping. I forgot. You gotta escape. We're just gonna move. And I'm just gonna literally just move it to just on the other side of this door. Oh, hold on. I want to do a. We're gonna do our first loop cut. I gotta do a loop cut right here, so I can pull this side without moving. Let me. Okay. And then, so to do a loop cut, show y'all the shortcut because you can do it over. You can do it. A loop cut is right here, but we're gonna do a shortcut. So you're gonna hit the edge up here on edit mode, and then you're gonna hit Control plus R on your keyboard, right? You're gonna click, right? And then you're gonna move. We're gonna move this down here till like right here. So that's gonna cut that right there. And then we're gonna go back on faces. We're gonna click this. So now and then what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to extrude, because if you just grab it and pull it, that other part is gonna move too. And we don't want that. We don't want the other part to move too. So we're gonna extrude this out. And we're gonna extrude it probably just right over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit E on the keyboard and then Y. And we're gonna extrude this out till that's good right there. Yeah, that's good. Not gonna. This ain't gonna be none too crazy or nothing. It's just show you can make it bigger if you want to. That's up to you. I just I'm just doing this right here like this, right? Okay. So now you got your building on the inside. Now we're gonna cut out the doors, right? Cut out the opening for the door. So stay in edit mode. We're gonna be doing more loop cuts. Get on the edge. We're actually gonna hit the X-ray over here so you can see your box. Like you can see the lines of your box inside, right? So we're also going to turn on this snapping, right? So we're going to drop this down right here. We're going to put it on edge. We're going to click this bad boy on. Going to go up a little bit, and because you just want to get this line right here, right? Remember, Control plus R to loop cut, right? And we're going up and down. And the snapping is going to let us snap to this edge right here to get the perfect one. Then we're going to do another loop cut, but you want to be on the right side. You don't want to be over here because you're only going to be able to loop cut between these two, right? So you're going to want to click this side over here, do Control plus R again, right? Get it right, and snap it to this edge right here, okay? Then I should have took that awning off, but let me see. I can't see if does this go? Let me see. Okay, so there is the top of the door is at the edge anyways, right? So we're going to turn the X-ray off. We're going to hit faces. We're going to click this X on the keyboard, faces, right? Oh shit. Sorry, y'all. So boom. I see that the building is going through whatchamacallit. So okay. So we're gonna take, let me just hit X-ray and see. So if I'm not mistaken, since we extruded it, we should be able to just to click more than one face at the same time, hold shift and then click. I should be able to just scoot. Oh, it's not, because it's to make sure your snapping's off. Two, I should be able to just scoot this in like that. So now when we look through, oh shit. Now when we look through, yeah, there shouldn't be no building, right? So now we got the trap house. Now we got that going. Let's cut out the front door. Let me get this to a good, because this is kind of awkward how this is, but it's good for it to be awkward because then you learn how to do stuff. Okay, so now we're in X-ray, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually, you can't click faces when it's in X-ray mode. Can I click this face? I'm gonna scoot. I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit. X-ray. Yeah, just so it's past the door. Right? Oh no, I need this back on. Okay, so now we're gonna do the edge again. We're gonna click, turn your snapping back on. We're gonna click this top. Remember, Control plus R, click, and we're gonna get, it's not, this is another thing that I don't like. It doesn't always let you, no, I'm not doing it right there. I'm gonna turn snapping off. Sometimes snapping does not help. Sometimes it does tremendously. So I'm gonna Control R again after and I'm gonna get it where I want it. Right there. That's where I want the loop cut, right on the edge of the door. And then we're gonna, this time it should snap to this side because of the angle that I'm at. It should. Yeah, see? Cuz I'm on that side. So now we're going to turn the X-ray off, turn faces on. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? So if we hide, we can hide all this. So if we hide your house, look at you. Look at you done built a whole interior and didn't even know it. Right? So, I'm gonna go ahead and rename this interior. We're gonna go back into object mode. Name this interior. Boom. All right. We don't need the building anymore because we got everything, so you can hide the building. Yes. Oh, actually, before we do anything else, actually we're gonna make door frames. That's what we're gonna do next.